Okay, quick pre-update. I sent all the questions to the source, and he replied saying that it took him a bit to reply. They basically just said they were a bit busy, but they're going to get back to me with their answers. I kind of just got that news, and yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it because we asked them a lot of questions. They also said that they watched that entire live stream that we did. So, yeah. Anyways, I think it's very important to watch what I'm going to show you in this video because it's branching into some tangible credibility here. Okay, so a bit of an update on this leaked photo thing, especially in regards to this image right here out of the second drop. It's the close encounter with a 1967 UK flying cross UAP witnessed by Angus Brooks. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that if you go look at the previous video, the second video where I first released this, I show myself doing a reverse image search on all of the images, except for the ones that are blurred, and nothing comes up. If you go do it now, then you'll see that this image is like everywhere because people have just posted it everywhere since I released that video. And that's very important because this means that I was the first one to, well, have access to this as far as I know and as far as that video shows. So, after... So after I released that video, I got an email from this guy, Rick Dunkley. He goes, "Hey Nathan, I just watched your video in regards to the leaked UFO footage. The Angus Brooks UFO sighting mentioned, which is this photo once again, was covered in the book UFO Drawings from the National Archives by David Clark. It was also covered in Flying Saucer Review." So I think this guy knows his stuff. He said he immediately recognized the shape of the UFO UAP and nearly spilled his drink. This is one of my favorite sightings. So he attaches a news article, and this is where it describes it. And I'll just kind of read this a bit. Okay. So by Angus Brooks, it was walking dogs downtown. Okay, across downs. Almost immediately, I observed a fine contrail, or it could have been reflection of craft very high in the sky over the Portland area. This disappeared, and into my view, descending at lightning speed, came the craft in question, which look like this. Notice this circular thing. This disappeared. Okay. It decelerated with what appeared to be immensely powerful reverse thrust to level out at approximately a quarter mile to the south of my position and at approximately 200 to 300 feet. The shape of the craft prior to leveling out to the hover position was of a central circular chamber like this or like this with a leading fuselage in the... I'm not really sure what a fuselage necessarily is, but whatever this is, I guess he's calling a fuselage. Remember, it was 1967. In the front, and 3 separate fuselages together in the rear. On slowing to hover position, the 2 outer fuselages at the rear moved to position at side of craft to form 4 fuselages at equidistant position around the centered chamber. There were no visible power units and no noise of applied power for reverse thrust, movement of fuselages, or for hovering. So basically, it looks like what the guy saw and he drew, and there were no images, like photographs of this. Was this? It came in, just kind of hovered there, like spread out its whatever those are, and then it went somewhere else in this position. And if you look at this, especially if you were to look at this and tilt, if you were to draw a line through this and then tilt it on its I would say local, like, okay, imagine this arrow here is this axis and you tilt that this way, then it would likely have a similar appearance to this. Furthermore, he talks about how there could have been a clear material at the top of the fuselages and center chamber. There were dark center shadows along the bases of the fuselages. So what he's calling fuselages here, there's something like there's a change. Basically, there's dark center shadows, which looks like this. I would assume that, like, I mean, like, one of the, I guess it depends upon the perspective of this photo, but this side would be a bit thicker when it was collapsed than this one. But I mean, we're just comparing the drawing versus this photo that we have. So I wanted to make a video about this because I think this was this is very interesting, and that leads credibility to this entire thing. I'll pull up this image too, just to kind of share some of the images that the guy shared with me, if you guys want to read them. Except, there we go. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. This and this. Rick said he could share this email, so you know, he provided more information. And as far as an update on a response from the original source, I emailed him. Well, I condensed all those questions down from my live stream yesterday into 30, which may have been too much. I don't know. And I emailed him yesterday. I had not gotten a response yet. He may not respond. He may respond. I don't know. I keep checking my email. But for today, that's all I've got for you. And I believe one of the next things I'm going to do is attempt to look at the redactions in some of the photos and see if that can be matched to similar redactions, like the UI of the photos, and see if I can match that to something somewhere else. But yeah, that's all I got for